then, hobbyists. In a previous video, we took out the Tamiya Aqroshot with the DT-03T Chassis with its Matrix-inspired bodywork. At the time, I mentioned how personally I am not a huge fan of the Matrix, mainly due to the sequels. I think the other reason why I wasn't so keen was a few years before it was made, a better computer-themed movie was out, namely Hackers. Johnny Lee Miller as Crash Override, Angelina Jolie as Acid Burn, as well as characters called Lord Nikon and Serial Killer, as in Fruit Loops. This mid-90s classic, with its amazing soundtrack, was great viewing back then, and showed a subculture that never really existed. But when has that ever stopped a film when styling itself? One of the reasons why I mention styling is the clothes that they wore, looking like a dystopian jumble sale. Certain elements were naff, but some items and accessories can still be pulled off today. I remember when I used to go to clubs and pubs back in the day. Some places would have a dress code policy, and this was enforced by the bouncers, doormen. They would say who is and who isn't coming in. Usually, this was based on shoes. I've witnessed many an argument that has been made with a trainer or sneaker wearing youth trying to get access to an establishment regardless of the cost of the footwear. It's not a shoe. You ain't coming in. On the subject of footwear, for this beach run, we've decided to ditch the Aqroshot wheels as these are quite smooth, slick-like even. As a replacement for these wheels, we've used the Tamiya Blitzer Beetle ones. As you can see, there is a slight size difference, but as we want to run on sand, the grip the Blitzer wheels will give should make the Aqroshot have a bit more poke. So, let's see what this Aqroshot on Blitzer Beetle wheels can do. That seemed to do better than the last time, and I think changing the wheels was a good shout. It seemed to handle far better than when it did on the tarmac from the last run, and was pretty responsive this time. Again, some of the body clips were lost. I think this is more of a design flaw as where they are placed at the back of the model. It also did seem to get through the battery quite fast. This might be impacted by the wheels being a different size, but we have a feeling we may need to test our batteries and maybe order a new batch. But more on that to come. All in all, the Tamiya Aqroshot did a fine job on the beach today. So you don't miss out on further videos and similar nonsense, please like, feel free to comment, definitely subscribe, and press that bell-shaped thingy to be woken up at all hours for further content. But for now, that's your lot.